Hi, I'm Maya. I've been working as a nurse at Memorial Hospital for 6 years now. It's demanding work, but I love helping people. Just finished decorating my new apartment last month. Nothing fancy, but it's mine. James and I have been together for almost 2 years. He's a physical therapist I met at work. And honestly, he's the most supportive person I've ever dated. My phone buzzed while I was making dinner. Lisa, my older sister by 3 years. I hesitated before answering. Hey, Maya. Are you free for dinner tomorrow? We need to talk about something important. What's going on? Is everything okay? It's about Ethan. Just come over, okay? Around 6? My stomach tightened. Ethan is my 16-year-old nephew. Smart kid, big into video games and basketball. Despite Lisa being, well, Lisa, I've always had a soft spot for him. Yeah, I'll be there. Want me to bring anything? Just yourself. And don't be late. Classic Lisa. Demanding without saying please or thank you. Been that way since we were kids. She was always Mom's favorite, especially after Dad passed away 5 years ago. Mom still makes excuses for her behavior, saying Lisa just needs more support than I do. When I arrived at Lisa's house the next evening, Mom was already there, sitting at the dining table. That was surprise number 1. Maya, honey, good to see you. Mom hugged me tight. Hey, Mom. Didn't know you'd be here. I glanced at Lisa, who was stirring something on the stove, deliberately avoiding eye contact. Lisa called me, said it was important family business. During dinner, Ethan seemed quieter than usual, pushing food around his plate. You okay, bud? I asked. He's fine, Lisa cut in. Let's talk about why I called you here. She set down her fork dramatically. Ethan's kidneys are failing. He needs a transplant. The room went silent. Ethan stared at his plate. What? Since when? What happened? I looked between them, shocked. It's a genetic condition, getting worse. Doctor says he needs a new kidney within 6 months. Oh my God, Ethan, I'm so sorry. My heart broke seeing his embarrassed expression. Obviously, Lisa continued, we need to find a donor. Family members are the best match. The way she said it made it clear. She meant me. You're a nurse, Maya. You know how this works. You'll get tested tomorrow. Not a question. A statement. Hang on, I said. This is a lot to process. There are risks involved, recovery time. So you're saying you won't help your own nephew? Lisa's voice hardened. That's not what I'm saying. I just need to understand what's there to understand. He needs a kidney. You have 2. Simple math. Mom reached for my hand. Maya, sweetie, this is Ethan we're talking about. I looked at Ethan, who finally spoke up. It's okay, Aunt Maya. You don't have to. Of course she has to, Lisa snapped. She's family. I felt cornered, every eye on me. My chest tightened. I'll get tested, but I need to talk to the doctors myself, understand everything involved. Lisa smiled, victorious. I knew you'd do the right thing. Walking to my car later, James called. How'd it go? Not great. I'll tell you when I get home. I started the engine, a knot forming in my stomach. What had I just agreed to? I sat in Dr. Reynolds' office staring at my test results. You're a match for your nephew, but there's something else we need to discuss. Your kidney function isn't ideal. You have early signs of polycystic kidney disease. What does that mean exactly? It means donating a kidney significantly increases your risk of needing a transplant yourself in the future. With your family history, I cannot recommend you as a donor. My phone buzzed. Lisa again. Any news? Her voice was impatient. We need to talk in person. When I met Lisa at Riverside Cafe the next day, I slid the medical folder across the table. I can't do it. I have early-stage PKD. Donating could put me at serious risk. She pushed the folder back without opening it. You're making excuses. Ethan could die. There are other options. Donor lists, other relatives. We don't have time for lists. This is your responsibility. How exactly is your son's health emergency my responsibility? Family helps family, but you've always been selfish. That night, Mom called. Lisa told me what happened. I'm disappointed in you, Maya. Did she tell you about my test results? She said you're making excuses. Ethan is family. So am I, Mom. Why doesn't my health matter too? Mom insisted on another family dinner to work things out. James came along for support. The tension was unbearable. Ethan looked miserable. Lisa kept glaring at me, and Mom pretended everything was normal. I made your favorite casserole, Maya. Thanks, Mom. Lisa slammed her fork down. Can we stop pretending? Maya is refusing to save Ethan's life. That's not fair, James said. Maya has a medical condition. Stay out of this, Lisa snapped. This is family business. James is family too, I said. And he actually supports me. Because he doesn't know what you're really like. Lisa, please, Mom intervened. There must be a compromise. A compromise? On my son's life? Whose side are you on, Mom? I'm not taking sides. Yes, you are. You always take her side. I stood up. I'm done. I've explained my decision. I'm sorry about Ethan, but I can't risk my health. Lisa jumped up and blocked my path. You're not leaving until you agree. Move, Lisa. Make me. I tried to step around her. She shoved me, hard. I stumbled backward and hit the floor. What the hell? James rushed to help me up. Lisa tried to grab my arm. You selfish bitch. James got between us. Back off. We're leaving now. That's right, run away, Lisa screamed as we headed for the door. You're killing my son. I'll never forgive you. Mom just stood there, shocked but silent, while Ethan looked away, tears in his eyes. The next morning, my phone exploded with messages. Cousin Terry, how could you refuse to help Ethan? Aunt Gloria, thought you were better than this. Even coworkers were giving me side-eye. What the hell is happening? I showed James my phone. Lisa's gone nuclear. Check Facebook. There it was. Lisa's post. Pray for Ethan. His aunt, a nurse who could save him, has chosen to let him die instead. This is insane. She's making it sound like I'm murdering him. At work, my colleague Sarah pulled me aside in the break room. Everything okay? You look like hell. I spilled everything. Sarah frowned. Wait, Ethan Miller? I processed his insurance approvals last month. His case doesn't match what you're describing. What do you mean? Let me check something. She tapped on her tablet. Here, his diagnosis is stage 2 kidney disease. Serious but not immediate transplant territory. There are several treatment options before transplant. Are you sure? Insurance wouldn't approve transplant evaluation at this stage. Something's off. After work, Sarah showed me Ethan's redacted file. His condition was serious, but not as dire as Lisa claimed. The doctor had recommended medication, dietary changes, and monitoring, with transplant as a last resort. Why would she lie about this? No idea, but there's more. She declined enrollment in an experimental treatment program that showed promising results. Full coverage, minimal risk. At home, James helped me dig deeper. Remember when your cousin Mark loaned her money for Ethan's special therapy? Call him? Mark answered on the first ring. Maya? Surprised to hear from you. Yeah, I bet. Quick question. Did Lisa ever pay back that $5,000 for Ethan's therapy? No, and I'm still waiting on receipts. Said the program didn't work out, but the money was non-refundable. Interesting, because Ethan never mentioned any therapy. After 3 more similar calls, a pattern emerged. Lisa had borrowed over $20,000 from family members for various treatments for Ethan, none of which seemed to exist. I need to talk to Ethan directly, I said. James looked worried. You sure that's smart? He deserves to know. I texted Ethan. Can we meet at the skate park? Just us. An hour later, Ethan slumped onto the bench beside me. Mom would freak if she knew I was here. Ethan, what exactly did the doctor tell you about your condition? He shrugged. That my kidneys aren't working great, but if I take medication and watch what I eat, I should be okay. Maybe need dialysis someday, but not for years, probably. Did they say you need a transplant right now? No. Mom keeps saying I might, but Dr. Parker said we're nowhere near that point. Has she taken you to any special treatments or therapies? What? No, just regular appointments. I showed him the treatment program information Sarah gave me. Did you know about this option? His eyes widened. No. Why wouldn't she tell me about this? One more thing. When was the last time you saw Dr. Parker? 3 months ago? Why? Because according to Lisa, you had an emergency appointment last week where they said you needed an immediate transplant. Ethan's face went pale. That never happened. I set up the meeting at Mom's house for Sunday afternoon. James helped me organize all the evidence into a simple presentation. Everyone's confirmed, he said, checking his phone. Even Dr. Reynolds is coming. Thanks for having my back through all this. Always. When we arrived, Mom, Ethan, Lisa, and Aunt Gloria were already there. What's this emergency meeting about? Lisa demanded. And why is he here? She glared at James. You'll see, we're just waiting for one more person. The doorbell rang. Dr. Reynolds walked in, medical files tucked under her arm. What's she doing here? Lisa's voice rose an octave. Sit down, Lisa. Everyone needs to hear this. I connected my laptop to Mom's TV and pulled up the documents Sarah had provided. For weeks, Lisa has been telling everyone I'm refusing to save Ethan's life. That's not true. Ethan doesn't need an immediate transplant. That's a lie. Lisa jumped up. Dr. Reynolds, could you please explain Ethan's actual medical condition? Dr. Reynolds stepped forward. Ethan has stage 2 kidney disease. With proper medication and dietary management, he could go years before needing more invasive treatments. Transplant is premature at this stage. But Lisa said, Mom began. Lisa lied. I clicked to the next slide showing Ethan's actual medical records. She's been lying about a lot of things. I showed evidence of the borrowed money, the rejected treatment programs, and finally, the video James had secretly recorded on his phone during the dinner when Lisa pushed me. You recorded that? Lisa sputtered. I started recording after you blocked the door. Glad I did. Mom looked stunned. I didn't realize she pushed you that hard. There's more. I clicked to a screenshot of Lisa's social media posts. She's been telling everyone I'm killing Ethan. Meanwhile, she rejected enrollment in this program. I showed the experimental treatment information. I never even knew about that, Ethan said quietly. Why, Lisa? Mom asked. Why would you lie about all this? Lisa's face reddened. I was desperate. Ethan is sick and nobody was helping. That's not true, Dr. Reynolds interjected. You were offered multiple treatment options. You rejected them. And the money? Aunt Gloria asked. What about the thousands you borrowed for treatments that never happened? Lisa looked cornered. I needed it for bills, medical expenses. For what? Ethan asked. Mom, what did you do with all that money? The room fell silent as Lisa struggled for words. I think it's time you moved back with me, Ethan, Mom said firmly. Until we sort this out. Lisa burst into tears. I'm sorry, okay? I messed up. Maya, please. You have to forgive me. I shook my head. No, I don't. You assaulted me. You lied about me. You manipulated everyone, including your own son. But we're family. Family doesn't treat each other like this. Ethan will get the treatment he actually needs. You'll pay back every penny you took. And you and I, we're done. 3 months later, Ethan moved in with Mom permanently. He started the treatment program with excellent results. Lisa lost friends, credibility, and eventually her job when word got out about her deception. No regrets? James asked one night as we had dinner with Ethan and Mom. None, I said, watching Ethan laugh at something Mom said. Some people don't deserve second chances. Would you have forgiven Lisa after everything she did? Or do you agree with Maya's decision to cut her off completely? Is there a point where family manipulation becomes unforgivable? Or should blood relatives always get another chance? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear where you stand on this family drama. If you enjoyed this story about standing up to toxic family members, please hit that like button and subscribe for more revenge stories that show the consequences of crossing the wrong person. Thanks for watching.